So, the boys just went outside to play, and of course, that's my mom can just get some quiet time. But in the meantime, I got to handle my business. I really got to pee and all that stuff. So, pardon my tinkle sounds, but I just still wanted to kind of talk about what just happened and stuff like that. And yeah, I got not to be all graphic, but I do got a heavy blood flow, which is good. Thank you, Lord. I am grateful because it was well overdue time, in my opinion. And it was trying to be held up. Anyway, but by the time I got to this, I just feel like I've been dealing with a whole lot. And I just pray that God help me to learn not learn, but I guess prepare myself on how to take all this in and, what to do with what's going on. I mean, definitely receive it. That's one thing I get. But, yeah, what to do with what's all going on and taking place as of lately. Because it's a lot. And it's like when I do get to a place of comfort and relaxation, then it's something else stirred up. And oftentimes God does use me to do the stirring. Like I just be chilling, I be good. Like Lord, I can ride out the rest of my life like this. But if He has something better, or if He has something else that you need to be doing that He requires, then you better get with it. So. I'm trying to see if my children is still out there. It sounds like they came in. Did y'all come back in the house? Hello? Y'all came back in? Where is he at? Is he staying in? Okay, well, when y'all step back out the front door, just close it. Don't lock it. Just close it. So, anyway, I was checking. Because better know who in your house and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, with all that, I was feeling tired earlier. I'm still feeling tired. I ain't lying, honey. I'm feeling a little more secure in things. Not even really these natural things, but I'm just feeling a little more secure in myself and that I can be heard and be respected. I deserve to. That does not mean that everybody's going to do that, but it just, something. Definitely more secure in God. Because God is, God. Like, he on his stuff. Better than we could ever imagine and better than we could ever do for ourselves. So, I trust him. I'm thankful. I don't mean to sound like the oldies, but, like, I'm thankful for my portion. What he has for me. And so that's that. But yeah, these are people that have it. These are people that have just talked to me in a nasty tone and things like that. And they need to be held accountable. And like I always say, God knows people's location. He know how to bring them out. So it is what it is. And so really, when people play into the enemy's hand and doing something, I'm talking about regarding my life, God works it for the good, and I'm grateful. I can't really see the full good of this or whatever, but I don't see like bad and turmoil and misfortune like I didn't even see it before. I just felt. And that's why you don't let your feelings dictate. You let them indicate, but you don't let them dictate. And then you let God do the rest as far as bringing the truth to the light and stuff like that. I just had some, I had some shorts that I could wear. See, this is the only thing when I'm on my cycle. Honey, I be wanting to bleed out like this one lady said. She talked about bleeding out. And I don't be wanting to do all that, but I got stuff I got to do. I can't even sit down, but I had to take a breather because, yeah. But anyways, but anyway, what happened was okay, so I had the nose itch and stuff, and I did a video about that earlier. Had the nose itch, and it was like, you could tell it's more of a, it was itching for real, but it was. I said stop standing on there like that. Get off. He's not listening and following directions. Always, see, when I have something, a breakthrough in one area, then be some craziness. Like, I keep telling him that. Talk to him in a little while about that, but sheesh, man. This is why a mother had her job is like, my job is just never, seems to never be done. I'm not going to speak that over myself because I'm not going to be sitting out here just continuously always feeling like I got to labor. But I don't mind when it's my kids, but right there, it be the most inconvenient times too. Like, boy, but see, that's what I'm like. I don't mind it being my kids being they're not inconveniences, but you know, some of the stuff that they do, that's very inconvenient for me right now to deal with, boy. But yeah, my nose was itching, and so, and I could tell, like I said, it was a spiritual type of itch. It was itching, but it was a spiritual type of itch. It was itching on the rim of my nose, on the right side of near my right nostril and stuff like that. And so I went and read. Wait a minute. I know this thing doesn't have a leak in it. I really hope not. So I went and read on Google, you know, what does that mean? Because I know that other people have had this experience, and I myself have had similar experience. Of course, hand itching. My grandma always told me that means you're going to get some money and this and that. But I didn't want to, I wasn't superstitious. So I was like, no, that ain't what that means. But anyway, I just looked it up and I was like, what does this mean? And of course, it was talking about how you going to receive a visitor and this, that, and the third. And it said, depending on what side, it's going to be a female. The other side is a male. It was a male and a female. But the female was speaking more for the male. Trying to speak up. I don't know who he is to her or whatever, but she's sticking beside him and she riding with him, honey. I'll tell you that much. So it was the landlord, and I don't even want to call him the landlord because y'all not a lord over. I mean, and yeah, you trying to lord over the land, but you're not a lord to me at all. Like, that's the thing. It's the ones who this property is on, you know, and I guess it's under their names or whatever. That's who it was. And I've had, you know, instances and stuff with them in the past, and they wasn't pleasant. So of course I got the video. I got some video recording of them talking and stuff like that when they was here. I wish I would have got the whole thing. They came, first of all, banging on my side door, just banging real hard. And I do got my doorbell out in front, but I don't care. Just knock. All you got to do is knock. You don't got to bang and do all of that. And they were like, oh, we didn't know that if you were here. Well, because I don't talk to y'all and tell y'all if I'm going to be here or not. It ain't none of y'all business. And then y'all don't communicate with me to begin with. So, yeah. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let me do what I'm doing. Still. Do what I'm definitely tired of doing, but gotta do it anyway. But anyway, So yeah, I was just like knocking stuff down. That's not it. That's not the business. I guess my other son must have got hot or something. Let me go see where they at. Let's say I'm gonna talk to him in just a few. What, y'all got too hot? No. I'm about to say, we can always move the swing to a shady place if y'all be wanting the swing that bad. To move it to the front or move it to another place. And you, yeah, I will be talking to you soon about what I already talked to you about. Shouldn't have to do that. That feels like a waste of my time. I don't want to say stuff over and over. But I'll talk to you in a few. So anyway, I'm just praising God though. Even though I'm not like it don't seem like I am. I'm praising God because contact was made. Again, God knows people's location. Um, um, and just how to get. Oh, honey, it's hot out there. That air. It just don't feel like my air is kicking like I would want it to. But I know through the location and what needs to be done and stuff like that. And I'm hearing car doors, so I'm of course trying to check and make sure that my kids and stuff are good and that we're good. Um, so yeah. So it was the landlord or whatever, and like I said, I will upload the video or put a link for that video in here too in this description. But it was them, and I had the opportunity to remind people that they haven't been so kind, they haven't been so, but I told her anyway. I said, God gonna hold you. I said, you're gonna be held accountable. And I said that to her like over a year or whatever ago. But to me, that wasn't even long to get that type of outcome or whatever. She called herself apologizing. So when you apologize, you shouldn't do it again. And once you do it again, I mean, you're already held accountable anyway. But once or if you do that again, it's already out of my hands. I mean, but I already knew that going in. And so then they started talking about other stuff. I'll be to cut this tree down and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, oh Lord. But I prayed about that and I was like, let it be done according to God's will. If it needs to come down, it'll be down. But I recently had a dream anyway about, of course, I've had my dreams. I'm telling you, I don't even want to sound like Martin Luther King, but and the fact that we was born in the same month and then, of course, how his life ended and stuff like that and being assassinated, I bind and rebuke. I don't want to be assassinated. I just don't want none of that. That's not how I want to make history or anything, or her story, should I say. um, but yeah, it's just real though. And I guess I need to more so get off of that one and just, it sounds like Martin Luther King, his speech and stuff, but the Bible do say that God will pour out his spirit in the last days and young people will dream. Ooh. So I must got the word dream in here 471 times. Sheesh. Plus some. But young people, will dream dreams and young men will have visions and old men will have dreams and stuff like that. So that's that or whatever. That's the aspect I'm looking at instead of just talking about sounding like Martin Luther King. Okay. I don't like pausing pausing like that. Okay, so of course we got during where I was at a location or some pool, went in, so and so get dressed swimsuit that I got off Amazon. Um, my previously called stepdad said he would pay me 50 cents to wake him up every time. Some other person wanted me to wake them up as well. Some female went to a bathroom with a shower with no third. All right, let me go back. And then this was when 2 days later, the city folk tried to show up and cite me and it's the third. Okay. Okay, so of course, April 10th, some dream where it looked like the boys' so-called dad was putting up a fence at a location I was at. And today they said that I could get a fence up. Of course, they said it was at my expense, but they said that I could get in. It said something permanent, exactly. But I don't know how it would look or how we would do that. It was at a location I was at, and so I'm just trusting God with even that, praying that some type of way I can get something going at little to no cost to me, but just Lord be in the midst, because I just want to just be able to just have peace and don't have to worry, be concerned with them. Um, and honey, and that was the thing. If if you was try to damage that or anything like that, or be do crazy stuff, you would you're definitely held accountable. But anyway, putting up that fence at the location I was at, he had on a black shirt, was cut off at his shoulders, arms kind of like what I bought my boys. I think he had a cigarette behind his right ear, even though, I don't know, man. When it comes to him in a black shirt, I don't be wanting to fool with it because some kind of dark covering or some type of dark piece of clothing you got on. But anyway, putting up the fence, up the door of the fence, and I think I was looking out of a window and about to walk towards him with my breast out, blah blah blah, whatever, whatever. So that was the April, and it looks like February 10th of this year, I was revisiting some dream about um, a fence because I was saying that fence, please. But let me look at it. Let me see. Some dream where this was April 25th, 2021. Some dream where my backyard was in the opposite direction, and the pat I call them the pat heads house was on the opposite side, and I was moving table like a white table to eat at in my yard, and I think I got a brown wooden fence they had up, and the lady Pat had said something, and I said to her, "Don't start that bull." So I said I think I got a brown wooden fence they had up. I don't know, but let it be done according to God's will. However, a physical fence, but definitely a spiritual, like just protecting me and my kids. And even on other sides, I wouldn't even want one in the backyard as far as where my what is it? I gotta have to walk across the street and ask these people about a fence that they had put up or whatever. But anyway, where the woods and stuff is, that's what I was trying to say. Oh Lord, my son, he coming to me. January 27, 2020. The male pet head in house didn't have a fence. Let me see. There's some dream where I had on my black coat. I was leaving out the side door, and the boys were in the kitchen. Two men were in the work truck, kind of like men who go up a light pole, hard hats and green neon vests over clothes. I think this was when I had like a inspection or something. One man white, one black, surveying or something, and I was leaving out the side door, running through backyard, which I'm going back there because I'm doing a video. Which their house next door didn't have fence. I guess the guy tried to knock on my front door and no answer, so I heard one of them stay there in the bathroom. And they drove on deeper down into the neighborhood, a few houses down and ahead of me. We were going towards the other side of the street I live on. Something also about me having a little wallet in my hand. Maybe my sons and my previously called stepdad was asking what shoes they needed, toys. The wallet was empty. Empty wallet? No, I was playing. Also something about a chair in the dream I was at. So I don't know. You in now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Too hot?
Yeah.
Your pockets hanging out, looking crazy again. Also, you can go ahead and close that front door. And I'm doing a video, of course. So, and I'm going back looking at dreams about stuff regarding the fence.
Right. This is so cold. It still has the ice sheet in it.
Yeah, so that was that. Let me see if there's any more. There's something somewhere else. There's something else that I feel like I remember, but I don't know exactly where it's at. But you know me, Inspector Mom, I'm gonna find it. But anyway, they came and it was irritating because I don't want to be around none of them. They all, to me, a lot of them work for the same enemy, and I just be like, I don't want no parts of that. But um, I don't know. Like I said, I don't like pausing on these videos and then just leaving silence, but I still be trying to gather my thoughts and stuff, make sure. Let's see something. Let's see. 38, 49, 418, and 3053. Yep, all of them can be deleted. So we don't take up space. Oh, Lord have mercy. God is having mercy, and I'm thankful. So I'm just You know, it's not that I can't ask for mercy, but yeah, I am receiving and I'm thankful. It just doesn't feel as graceful. That's the thing, as it probably could have had other measures and things been taken. But yeah, while I'm on the topic, let me go ahead and pull up my other files and and see if I can find this thing about fence, because I know I got something else about fence. Okay, that's in there.
Did you say the 2215 didn't work or did it?
Mm-hmm. 303 8039 or 938 3213 at the end or 8039 at the end. And the only numbers that works. Barely. You just made me say that on my video. I don't nobody having my number. I'm gonna just trim that part off. On that. So in 27 minutes, yeah, I gotta turn that off. But anyway, let me end this and start another one.